Hey there, and welcome to the Brittany Wheeler Show. Join Brittany as she interviews incredible people whose stories will uplift you and remind you the life you long for is just ahead. Buckle up for an inspirational ride to your best life. Take it away, Britt.
Hey, everybody, and welcome to the Brittany Wheeler Show, the Christmas edition. So excited to have you here today. Really honored to be sitting with an incredible, beautiful woman who I'm excited for you to get to hear more from. And more importantly, I don't know if you're feeling it already, but there's so much Christmas jolly cheer happening. We are recording before Christmas, but you are hearing this episode on Christmas Eve. So happy Christmas Eve to you and your family. If you celebrate other holidays, happy Hanukkah, happy Kwanzaa, just happy. And if you don't celebrate, then that's okay too. I'm really excited to get started. So I'm going to introduce our guest and then we will get going. Okay. So she's a daughter, a sister, a granddaughter, a niece, a friend, a creator, a dancer. She is literally, I would say, hands down, the best hot chocolate maker. I wish you guys could experience this. It is just so delicious and delightful. I never want it to end. She's also in karate. She is literally days, weeks away from her brown belt. She's a dreamer. She's wildly intelligent. She's a Percy Jackson enthusiast.
Okay, good, because I was scared you weren't going to say that.
And most importantly, she's a sister in Christ. Please welcome my dear friend Danica Starr to the Brittany Wheeler Show.
Hello.
Is this your first podcast?
Well, okay. It really depends on which kind you mean, because this is the first one that like people are actually going to see, except for my dear friend Mikey. Other than that, no, because I have the podcast on my phone that I like to film with family and stuff. You haven't been on my podcast yet. I need to get you on my podcast. It's called the Laughing Podcast. It's
okay.
fun. Yeah.
Now you've been on mine. I can be on yours. Be fantastic. Okay. So why did you say yes to doing, we literally went all out. Like we've got pillows. We did borrow these from the couch. It's fine.
It's fine.
We're going to go back.
We borrowed this tree from my room. Like that's my tree.
It's a tree. It's beautiful. I love that you get it, your own tree. Why did you say yes to the Brittany Wheeler Show? I can't stop drinking this.
I mean, really? Okay, so the first thing that went through my mind was, oh my gosh, a podcast. I've always wanted to be on a podcast. But then it's like, wait, this is like a really cool podcast. Like not just like just a normal podcast where they talk about weird, crazy, wacky stuff, which we probably will. I don't know. But like a real one. And it's like, I don't know how to explain it. It's just really cool. So I'm like, wait, I get to be on a podcast with Brittany. Like, that is super cool.
I love that.
I've always wanted to be like on camera and stuff, like shown to the world. Because like I'm always on camera because my mom liked to take pictures all the time. If you look at any of my pictures when I was younger, I will be sobbing.
You're very photogenic, but you are very photogenic. Even though you don't think you are, you do a great job. I see it on the Google Photos as it slides through the TV.
Oh, thanks. My favorite.
I love it. Okay, well, thank you for saying yes. And thank you for coming on. It means a lot. And I was, for those that are loyal listeners, you know that every year I've done a different Christmas episode. I try to keep it fresh. And I couldn't have thought of anybody better to do this episode with me. And I was like, this is going to be Danica. So you're going to get some raw and real content from this girl. You're also going to get some holiday festive comments and things. So I'm excited. But I want you, speaking of this mug, so I'm excited for this. So this segment is new for the audience. So you actually y'all are hearing it live. Most of the episodes that I've recorded this past fall included the mug. But those episodes won't start airing until like April. So y'all are getting an inside scoop on this new segment. The segment is that I ask my guests to bring a mug on the show and drink from it. We do have a cookie platter here, just so you know.
Oh, I made it.
It's amazing. You'll have to you can show the camera the cookie platter. It's jolly.
It's beautiful. So these are don't die. These are just like cookies with coconut icing that Brittany made for a coconut cake that we have for Thanksgiving. These are cookies that I made, and they're gluten-free, which I made with her flour.
Mm-hmm.
So I made these from a cookbook from school, and they're really good. And then chocolate chip banana bread, and then a Christmas tree cake.
Yeah.
And then she has her own gluten-free cookie right here with her icing. So I'm
jolly.
very excited. I'm so excited to eat the cookies.
I love it. Okay, so what this segment is I have the guests bring them their favorite mug. And I want to know, like, how did you come about the mug and why is it your favorite?
Okay, So I know this is a Christmas episode. This one isn't very Christmassy.
No, I'm carrying
but
a Christmas mug for the two of us.
It's okay because so from this, it just looks like a plain white mug, but no, don't be deceived. It is a self-portrait of my brother. So in elementary school, you probably can't see it very well because glare things. But in elementary school, like at the elementary school we went to, what you had to do is, oh gosh, brain. What we had to do is you would like paint or draw something in art class, and you could get it on a mug or a pillow or a sheet or blanket. I don't know. You could get it on like anything. There was even oven mitts, I think. So you could just have your kids' art on an oven mitt.
Love it.
A little concerning, but that's okay. So we always get mugs. So before I came, my brother made this one. Actually, no, this is the year that I came. That's probably why.
She means born, by the way.
Born.
Born.
Came. Same thing. Whatever. So this is made in my birth year, and it's my brother's self-portrait. His name is Israel, and he's given me some great advice over the years. Don't tell my other siblings. He's my favorite sibling.
This episode will not be shared with the rest of the Starr children. We don't want an internal fight. I love that. And we planned this mug out, and even though she could have been a holiday festive one, she said, "Nope, I'm gonna do Israel's favorite mug," which I love, and it's very kind.
He's gonna be a little angry with me. You know what? It's okay. No Starr family was harmed in the making of this video.
No, and he will love it because you picked his mug, regardless. Okay, so I want to know and share with the audience, who is Danica Starr, a little bit about you, and what have you been overcoming recently?
Ooh, wow, good question.
I kill it in the question category.
Suspenseful. So, I am a person. I think I might be an alien. I don't know. So Danica Starr is a human who absolutely loves Percy Jackson. So all things Percy Jackson. It's like, if you don't know what Percy Jackson is, which you probably don't, but I really hope you should get to know it. So it's like, I love learning about like all types of mythology and religion. It's always been super cool to me. So when my friend showed me Percy Jackson, she was like, "Hey, you should watch this show. It's called Percy Jackson, and it's really good. And since you love Harry Potter so much, you would absolutely love it." And I'm like, "Okay, sure." I held off watching it for a little while because I never really wanted to watch it. I watched one episode and I was hooked. It's like, so it's all about Greek mythology and like all the Greek gods, and it's like, it's mainly about the demigods, and it is just amazing. So demigods as in half-bloods. It's just like a great show. Don't watch the movies. If you love the movies, I'm very sorry, and I will be praying for you.
I've watched them.
They're so bad. Okay. I have to explain this better. So they're really good movies, but they're not very book accurate. That's the thing that makes me mad.
That's the catch.
So don't watch the movies if you want to get into Percy Jackson and get the whole storyline. Now, if you're just looking for something fun to watch, yes, please watch the movies. They're really good. It's just, yeah. And then in the show, it's also technically not as book accurate. It's way better with book accurate, as in like the story and the timeline. Just the characters don't look as they should. But it's okay, because we have Walker Scobell. So we're cool. Yeah, it's just a overall great show. So love Percy Jackson.
Disney Plus should sponsor this podcast.
They like
based
totally
on
should.
This feedback.
Yeah.
All right, Disney Plus. You just got 45 seconds.
Hey, man. I love Disney Plus, by the way. They have some great shows and movies.
There we go. Sponsor the Brittany Wheeler Show. Fantastic. So what have you been overcoming recently?
Ooh. Annoyance.
Annoyance, okay.
Like being annoyed. Oh,
Okay.
being overly exhausted due to my being annoyedness.
Okay.
So recently, actually, I'm very glad, because before the podcast, I didn't know this would actually be possible. I was kind of just like, ooh, I wonder if this would be able to happen. And it happened, and it is super exciting. So in my homeroom, they decided, like my old homeroom, they decided, hey, since you guys are all in the same, like, smartness range, we're going to put you all in the same class. Not realizing that all of these kids mixed together does not make a group. So I came out of school every day with a headache and needing a very long nap. And it was just really annoying. And I was like so done and so tired, and I just couldn't do anything. And then I talked to one of my teachers about it, my science teacher. She is amazing. She's so sweet. She's also like everybody's wingman. It's really funny. And I have a story for that later. But so I was like, hey, would it be possible to am I able to switch homerooms? And she was like, yeah, you would just have to like talk to the counselor about it. And I'm like, oh, cool. All right. So, I went to my what? I went to my homeroom teacher the next day and I was like, hey, do you think it'd be possible to change homerooms? Like, it's nothing about you. It's just, I am so exhausted. And I told her all the reasons. And she was like, I mean, yeah, we would just have to talk like to the principal and the counselor and obviously your parents. And I was like, this is amazing. So I went to my mom and I told her everything and told her what they said and who we had to talk to. And then she was like, I mean, I don't see a problem with it. We'll have to ask dad. But like other than that, I am okay with it. You have very valid reasons and I can see your exhaustion and I get how being annoyed can be exhausting. And I'm like, this is the best day ever. So
And I want to add, because I was there for part of the conversation, that your mom also just really recognized and was really proud of you for coming up with a solution, knowing that things weren't working, right? Knowing that, hey, I'm coming home exhausted, I'm falling asleep trying to do my homework, and you're very involved. So it also was kind of impacting everything else. And so instead of potentially just letting it happen and or worse things happening, right? Grades, homework, things like that, you were like, what if I made this choice? What if I just kind of tried to solve it on my own? And your mom was like, that's incredible, right? So she honored your courage and your wisdom to say, let's do something different.
well, it's very kind of you. Sorry, I'm not very good at taking compliments. I've always struggled with that. I almost cried one time. Good reason, but I almost cried one time because on one of like the first weeks of school, I think it was like the first week, like on a Thursday probably, I don't know. This girl came up to me and she was like, this is like really weird to say because I have no idea who you are, but you are stunning. Like, I love your eyes and I love your freckles and your hair is just amazing. And I'm like, I like died a little inside for good reason, but I just
sweet.
died. She is now one of my like amazing friends. She is so sweet. Yeah. So not
So
very good at
where is
taking
the update so far? So dad said yes,
yeah,
right?
Homer.
Yeah.
So dad said yeah, mom said yeah, teachers were like, okay, this works. The day, I think it was like the day before. Oh wait, no. Okay. Day after Thanksgiving break, it would like we just gotten back. I was just walking to class and stuff. And my homeroom teacher caught me because I was walking out of my third period, whatever you want to call it. As for my elementary school, your third block. Um, I was walking out and then my homeroom teacher was like, hey, Danica, can you like talk to me for a second? You're not in trouble. I swear. You're actually gonna be really happy. And I was like, okay, sure, whatever. Because I know I've not done anything bad. So she was like, okay. So I talked to the sixth grade principal and you are going to be able to switch classes starting tomorrow. Like you can switch homerooms. You're going to the other teacher. And I was like, you're joking. Like this is serious. And she was like, nope, no, you can move to that class. I'm like, I'm so excited. So I was able to move to that class the next day and it was amazing because my best friend is in there. So my best friend, he is so nice. I decided I was going to take his nose today. So I did the thing where you like try and take their nose and it's like, oh, I got your nose. So I took it and I still have it. And I told him he's going to get it back for Christmas. So that's part of his Christmas present. I already have a lot of stuff for his Christmas present. Today he asked me and he was like, hey, or sorry, no, that's not what happened. I said, I'm so excited to give you your Christmas present. And he was like, is there Hot Wheels in it? Because he assumed that I didn't add Hot Wheels, which I did. Sorry. Um, so I added Hot Wheels to, or I didn't add. I had Hot Wheels in there. I had 2. He said, "Do you have a Hot Wheels in there?" And I said, "I don't have a Hot Wheels."
You weren't lying.
Because I wasn't lying. I said I don't have a, as in one Hot Wheel. I have 2.
You have 2.
You're welcome. So I've known him since halfway through 3rd grade. This is my favorite story to tell. I walked up to him because I was like, oh, new friend. So I walked up to him and I was like, okay, you're my friend now. And he was like, okay. So he just followed me around. It was amazing. So now he's my best friend and we hang out like all the time, especially since switching homerooms, which I'm still very excited about. After Christmas break, which you will be watching this during my Christmas break, but after Christmas break, on like where they put all the grades on that app, then my class is going to be changed. And then I'm going to start getting like all the homeroom Google Classroom classes things. And we're just going to start changing everything. And I will be officially in my new teacher's class. And I'm so excited. And everyone in there is like all my friends. And it is still the AIG class. And I'm very happy about that. It's actually the smarter one. And I'm still understanding it. So
Incredible. So that was something you were navigating that was hard and you overcame it. And you did a hard thing, right? By saying that, like, this isn't working and I need something that's not as stimulated. And I love that. You and I were talking recently too, around just some of the things I feel like, see, aren't you glad that I brought a napkin? Because I knew we were going to need a napkin. I knew it. You and I were talking recently around a conversation that's kind of been coming up a little bit, and you and Israel had it a while ago as well, and navigating just what does it mean to be worldly and book smart? And I'd love to know from your perspective as a a middle school student what that's been like and what your perspective on that is and how it relates to you personally.
So, what used to happen is I'm not very good at spelling. Like, I'm in the AIG class for reading and math, but I'm not very good at spelling. And so I couldn't spell certain things. And then my brain likes to move faster than my words in my mouth. So
Very smart.
I'll be talking and I'm like, and understanding what I said in my head. But then I hear myself, I'm like, what did that's not even a word, nor a sentence. And people are like, what did you just say? And I say, I don't know. I'm sorry. So yeah. I was telling my brother about that because I was just crying and my brother saw it and I just like ran upstairs and he came into the room and he was like, hey, are you okay? And we had a conversation. And then a part of that conversation was just saying there is a like very good line, like very sturdy line between book smart and world smart. And I was like, well, what's the difference? And he said, so book smart is all the things you learn in school, like all the things about math and reading and science and all of that. And then world smart is like kind of learning to like handle your finances and learning what to do in certain type of situations that are not bullying, because that is the only thing they teach us about the world, or it feels like it. So I'm very good at like world smart and stuff. I'm also, honestly, I'm only saying this because I'm in AIG. Otherwise, I wouldn't say this, especially because I can't even take compliments nor give them to myself. But I am pretty book smart. And then I'm also pretty world smart, and that's really nice. And he helped me realize the difference, and I actually like to share that knowledge onto my friends. So,
what do you think, knowing that about yourself, right? And then understanding it as it relates to, that you are smart and you also have a different style of smart. How have you seen that benefit your friends that you've shared that wisdom with?
I haven't really seen much. It's also really because a lot of my friends are not good at taking advice. I'm not very good at taking advice either. That kind of just really stuck in my brain because that meant a lot to me. But I do tell my friends anyway, and I really try and get them to understand. And it's like, hey, there is a difference And though you may not be one, you're still the other.
Yeah.
I like to say my best friend, the one that I'm giving the present to, my favorite thing to say when we're joking around, because we just bully each other. And it's really nice. But my favorite thing to say when we're joking around is, okay, so there's a difference between book smart and world smart. You are book smart. I don't think you're very world smart, though. We're going to have to work on that. And he's like, also his pencil I'm playing with is,
So
the pencil I'm playing with is also from him. So
it's from him. So
yeah.
I feel like while your friends maybe haven't taken that advice, I think I loved that conversation that we had, knowing that you were going to share it here, because what other middle schoolers need to hear that, right? Like I think there's a lot of kids your age that are navigating challenges with social media and friendships and bullying and what does my body feel like? Who am I? I woke up today feeling weird and wild. And, there's just so much that you're navigating. So I think that wisdom is really important, because on top of that, right, you're meant to be involved and go to church and have friends and clean your room. And then, you have to study and do homework, right? In addition to who am I as a human, right? Like, why do I smell a certain way? Why does this fit me weird now? Right. So I think that I really enjoyed you sharing that, because I think there's a lot of young women and young men that need to hear that, yeah, you can be worldly and book smart. And you and I bonded over that like I grew up an okay student, and that didn't stop me from getting a bachelor's degree, getting a master's degree, starting my own business, starting my own podcast, right? Creating all the things that I have created. And so I think there's room for both. And it's okay if, I wasn't a straight A student, and that's okay. I got decent grades, but it was all about my grit, right? My resilience and the worldly smart, like you're talking about, that compensated for the book smart, right? Because then I knew how to find the answers, right? Like you just shared with us how you went and found a solution. That's the worldly smart of you, right? That said, this isn't working. The math isn't mathing, right? How can I fix this? If you didn't have that wisdom or the empowerment from your parents, you probably wouldn't have, right? So I think that's where also, for anybody listening, that's where two versions of yourself and two parts of you, regardless of how, you know, you are, how advanced or the good grades or whatever, they can support each other. I wrote this question down because I think I would love to know your thoughts, and I'm very excited to hear your answer. Also, this hot chocolate is still I'm like, am I recording a podcast or am I just hanging out, drinking hot cocoa? It doesn't feel like we're doing a podcast. But anyways, I want to know, because there is I don't know if you're considered Generation Alpha or Gen Z. It doesn't matter. Regardless, I feel like it's so important to understand the generations and to be willing to have conversations. And as a middle schooler, what my audience, right, traditionally, which is now going to grow because of you, because now I'm going to have some middle schoolers watching the show. But
Yeah.
what should the audience know? Because my audience is 25 to 55, right?
Mhm.
What should the audience know about middle schoolers today and what you're navigating? And is there any wisdom or advice or something that you feel like they need to be aware of that maybe they're not thinking about?
So really, it's kind of just I know that good grades are a great thing. I know having friends are a great thing. And you kind of touched on this earlier. Um, I know having all of these good things is an amazing thing. And I know, yes, they take work, but you can do it. You can power through, and you can. But it's a lot harder than you may think. Because I know you're like, well, I've gone through middle school and I didn't deal with that, or maybe I did deal with that, and you kind of just forgot what it was like. Or it was because sometimes certain things have to be the exact way they are now, and people have to say the exact things that they say now, and you have to feel the exact way that you feel now to be able to get the same response. So maybe someone did say the exact same thing to you, but you're a different age now. That was a while ago. You didn't feel the exact same way about yourself then. Or maybe you had a massive ego that couldn't be touched. Maybe you didn't have a massive ego and it was touched very easily. But really, it was kind of just some kids really are dealing with a ton. Like your parents divorcing or losing someone or a pet, losing your best friend, someone moving away. It's really a lot. Like, one of my best friends, he had to move to South Carolina, and I was just like, just dead, pretty much. It was a while ago, but he was like my best friend, and he had moved to South Carolina, so I never get to see him anymore. But I do call him like a lot, and we talk all the time, and we just send each other videos. So yes, you can get through it. That doesn't mean it doesn't hurt. And sometimes studying and homework and extracurriculars and everything is really exhausting, especially whenever you already have to deal with a lot at school. Like whenever I was really annoyed, because I have to do I have to do a lot when I get home from school. Because on Mondays, I have something. On Tuesdays, I have something. On Wednesdays, I have something. On Thursdays, I have something. Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays are my only days that I don't have to do anything, except for all the chores and all the talking and all the hanging out with friends and all of that. So honestly, it kind of is a full-time job being a kid. Um, so yeah, and then it's like, you're like, can I please just get a break? And it's like, you only go to school. You're fine. You're a kid. You have a ton of energy. Not when you're dealing with annoying people all day. Because I barely had enough energy to stay awake because I was being so annoyed and because people were so rude. And it was just like a lot. So really kind of just understand like, hey, I know we don't have a job necessarily, but like school is a job. And I know you're like, oh, well, we may get paid in money, but you get paid in knowledge. It's not very great knowledge. Like, we have calculators in our fingertips. Like, except for going through school, we're not really going to need to know most math that we are learning. Like, yes, learning math is an amazing thing because sometimes you will need to do it in your head. Sometimes all of these things are going to happen and you do need to do it because you can't just pull out your phone really quick. But it's really just like, it feels like you're not getting very much knowledge. Like, I want to start learning how to do taxes. Like, also, when am I going to need to learn to do an essay unless, like, I know that's my career path?
I love that.
Because I feel like you should kind of choose a career path, like, in elementary school. And I know they kind of get you to start thinking about it. But, like, I feel like early in elementary school, like, early enough to, like, make good decisions.
Mm-hmm.
But you should let kids be like, what do you want to be when you grow up? Like, seriously, imagine yourself in that scenario.
So maybe we can have small business owners that you know, do taxes or graphic design or different jobs. Maybe they need to come to school and do like baby internships, right? That would be so cool. You heard it here. Honestly, it's a great idea, Danica. And the school should do it. And it's a great I could think of the business side of it, right? Which is like, the parents, everything could get discounts on services. And I mean, there's something there. Thank you for sharing that. I think that there's a lot of, I think when you're so far removed from a situation, kind of like you said, right, that it can be really hard to get back to relating to it. And the word that came to mind when you were talking was compassion, right? And I'm a firm believer. I had a friend of mine, her name is Sarah, and she has 5 children, and her daughter is in high school. And her daughter had one of those days recently, probably in the past couple months, where she was just like, I think maybe it was beginning of the fall. And she was like, I'm done. I need a day. And her mom's like, okay. So her and her best friend, Sarah talked to the friend's mom. They just had a day. And they just went, had lunch and had a couple hours where they just got to woosah and reset, right? And so I think there is value in what does it look like to have these kind of conversations and to say, you know what? I need a day. I need a day. That's not Friday, Saturday, Sunday, right? Need a Monday, Tuesday. So, I mean, if you're listening and you're a parent to middle schoolers, maybe give your kids a mental health day. I know that I had them. My mom was gracious enough to be like, okay, cool. Stay home today. Because she knew that like you, I was very involved. I did a lot. I did a lot, and even still now, it's been the theme of my life. I've always been involved. And that takes a toll on you, right? In addition to all the schoolwork. So I love that you're sharing that with the audience.
Yeah, it takes a lot out of you. And sometimes, yeah, you really do need one. So,
Hashtag mental health days.
Yeah.
Maybe this will be the clip that we post, is that I'll post this one so that we can get it out there. Let's get our middle schoolers. Like, even if it was just one, how many times do you get report cards? 4?
Usually about 5.
5. So even let's say it was
Actually, probably 4, because you get
a
one
quarter,
each
right?
quarter.
Okay. So what if it was like a mental health day once a quarter? That's a nice balance. That's not too much. You're not absent that much.
Yeah, that's only 4 days. I mean, you won't get your
I'm gonna cry when the Brittany Wheeler show like gets messages and I get emails from angry superintendents being like, "You told all these parents, and now we have all these kids." I don't think it's that serious.
I
But
will yell at them for you.
perfect.
Sorry.
You're gonna hear from Danica, superintendent. That's what's gonna happen. I want to pivot to the holiday cheer because we got in it. That was incredible, and we got serious. But now I want to pivot to jolly and bright and oh my garlands and to just happiness. How does that sound?
Before we get to that, and
Yeah.
that sounds amazing. Before
Are you
we
gonna
get
have a
to
cookie?
that, my friend,
Mm-hmm.
he said he needed to be mentioned in the podcast today, and I want to grant his wish. So, my dear friend Lucas.
Wow.
So you're not the other 2 that I know. The one that's in PE with me. Okay, the other 2, love you guys, but no. So the one in PE with me. So
I love
yeah,
this.
he wanted to shout out. Here you go.
First time Brittany Wheeler show has been used as a shout out for anybody. So thank you for letting this be the first.
Happy holidays,
Happy
Lucas.
holidays. Okay, share with us, Danica. Now we're going into the jolliness and the happy holidays of it. What does the holiday season mean to you?
Christmas. Pie. I like
You
pie.
do love pie.
I ate so much apple pie.
You did. It was my mom's apple pie, actually.
Can your mom make me more apple pie?
She can.
Hey.
Are you shouting out Lori Anderson on the
Lori.
podcast?
You want to
All right,
put
Mom.
some apple pie?
I'll clip this and I'll send it to her and just be like, Mom, Danica requests apple pie.
Also, I would like to shout out a couple other my friends just because I want to make them famous and they're like really, really cool. So, my best friend Kara, I love you so much. Thank you for being there for me. Oh, and my friend Mikey, you're like a brother. I haven't known you that long, but we have so much in common. It's so great. And just saying, you're doing amazing, no matter how stressed you are and how much is going on and how everything in your brain is all jumbled up together in one big pile. And it's like, oh, you're doing great. You're a great friend. So happy holidays, Mikey. And then Sarai, you're great.
We love
Brittany
Sarai.
loves you.
I love Sarai. Yep.
Yeah. So, and then Mason. Did I already do Mason?
You did, because you told him, but he already got his Christmas gift according to this episode, so he'll already know. Yeah.
So you got
he'll already know.
You got Hot Wheels and stuff. I hope you like your Heinz ketchup socks from Dollar Tree.
So funny.
Oh, and your Sharpie since you tried to steal mine, meanie.
She showed that the other day.
I stole it back. It was a Thursday, the 4th, December 4th. It was a Thursday in Core 2. I stole my Sharpie back.
It's a great episode. We're using this as mentions and shout outs. Okay, share with us. What are some of the Starr family traditions that you love?
Advent calendar.
Oh, explain that, because people know what an advent calendar is, but not the Starr way.
So, Starr advent calendar is very different.
Advent calendar.
You can stick to your dollar store chocolate advent calendars.
I don't think anymore. I think people will take this tradition now.
So, it's amazing. What we need to do is we need to get you guys paper and scissors. So, what our advent calendar is we have an event each day of December until the 25th. By an event, I mean you pull a slip of paper out of the little thingy. You can put it in a box. You can put it in a container. I don't know. Either way, we put it. Oh, stockings. So we put certain ones in certain days, so we're not just pulling randomly. I mean, we could pull randomly, except for Christmas Day and Christmas Eve. Christmas Day and Christmas Eve have to stay where they are. Other than that, the other ones are kind of just fine. But we have different little games that we'll play. One of them, my absolute favorite, it's called the Saran Wrap Ball. Y'all probably know what it is. I think you do. You take a ton of things, usually from like the dollar store or Five Below, and it's like candy and little toys and tiny trinkets and socks. We do a lot of socks in that house. But that's actually how, like, that game is how I got my first Barbie doll. Was from the Saran Wrap game. I got my Barbie and I was so excited. I was like crying and I was going to my room to play with it. I was like running. I was like, can I play with it now? Can I play with it now? Can I play with it now? You're like, no, not yet. We're hanging out. But, so you just like take all the toys and you like put them in saran wrap. And then you have to try and open it. And we have like 30 seconds, to unwrap it. It's either 30, 15, or 10. I can't remember. But unwrap as much as you can. And then you have to pass it to the next person and no ripping allowed. Like you're not allowed to rip it. And we'll yell at you if you do. But it's really, really fun. So that is overall my favorite tradition. Advent calendar.
And different days, different activities, different prizes.
Mhm.
But instead of just having the calendar with chocolate, it's something very three-dimensional.
Wait, we do have chocolate. That's the prize.
Oh.
If you win, so okay, everyone after doing Abbott calendar gets a piece of candy. Like it doesn't matter if you win or if you lose, you just get a piece of candy. But if it is a game where you are able to win, because not all of them are winning games. But if it is a game where you are able to win and you're the person that wins, you get 2 pieces of candy.
Ooh.
So
I'm excited to participate in this.
Sometimes we'll have to catch up days and we have to do several nights in a row. So good luck on those.
Good luck. I'm gonna need to hydrate, maybe do some stretching, some kinesthetics, get ready just in case.
Oh, yeah. You know them.
We never know.
Push-ups,
gonna happen.
some modified push-ups.
Taking 2 days rest because I think I pulled a lower abdomen. I told that to Chris today and he was like, no, you didn't. And I was like, this is what happened. He was like, oh, so I think you did. And I'm like, yeah, I know I did. Chris is our friend and he is in fitness and he was here with Danica and I for
love Chris. Oh, my shoulder just
popped. I love it. Okay. This one's kind of serious, but like still Christmassy. If there's someone who maybe doesn't have family or, as I'm reading this question directly from the screen, if you ran into someone who maybe doesn't have family or has found celebrating too hard this year, what encouraging word or what kind of message would you share with them? Hopefully to uplift them.
As the same thing that I love to say to people, you're doing great. Like, as I said to Mikey, you're doing amazing. You're doing great. You're doing amazing. No matter how much is going on, no matter how terrible you think you are or everything is right now, you're doing great. And I get, like, trust me, I really get, not even in the parent, you'll get through it way. Not in the teacher, you'll get through it way. Not even in the counselor, you'll get through it way. As in, like, in the kid, you will get through this. I promise you will. It may take a long time. I'm not saying it'll happen overnight. Okay, it's just like with praying. You're going to pray about something. It's not going to happen overnight. It's going to take a little bit. Like, things take time. What? Things take time.
I heard that came out, but it made sense to me. As you said it, I was like, it took me, I was like, I don't think that's the right thing, but I know what you said. Things take time. Yeah.
So things take time. Like soil. We're learning about soil right now in science. It takes time. It is an amazing thing. It does a lot of things. And it seems really simple. And it takes a lot of time to make. Like, it takes years and years and years to make soil. I think it's like thousands of years. I don't know. I'm just barely learning about it. But yeah, it takes years to make soil. So just think of it. Your problems are like soil. You will get through it. Your problems will be made better. I don't know. So, like, it'll take a long time. Maybe it won't take long. Maybe it'll take a day. I mean, you really never know. But you're doing great and you're going to get through it. You're going to push through it. And yeah.
I love that.
Like, I promise you. Okay. As I have to say to Mason all the time, you will get through this. And the thing that I say, I pinky swear. And you know I don't break those. I've always been a person. If I pinky swear you something,
that's real.
I do not break pinky swears. Like, I cried one
Love
time.
That.
Whenever someone pinky swears me, let me put this on Jenna's skirt.
I love that.
Oh,
okay.
God.
So
guess who just texted me?
Who?
Mikey.
Oh, Mikey knows he's being talked about. Okay. Lifestyle questions. I want to wrap up with 2. Are you ready?
Oh, gosh.
Okay. So the first one is, what is your favorite local small business that you frequent or that you like to go to in your area?
Does Dollar Tree count?
No, that's not local and small business. Get out of here.
It's a small.
No,
cancel.
Cancel. No. As some people say, it's cringe. No, I said it.
Can I walk away from the podcast?
No,
Not allowed.
you can't. You
Can I
can't.
forfeit?
Nope.
Forfeit.
Nope. I said it.
Flag.
I said it. Nope. No
Red
flag on the
flag.
flag. Keep going. What I just whispered to her was her father's business. That is a local small business that you frequent, but you don't have to
True.
share that one.
You know what? Yeah. Bullseye Jelly Ball. That is my father's business. I get paid for it, so.
There you go. And what is Jelly Ball?
So you know Orbeez? They're like the little squishy gel orbs. If you don't look it up, if you're watching this, you have the information in your fingertips.
Your fingertips.
Type.
And they're in blasters, right?
Yes. So blasters, and it's like so there's the gallery and then there's the bunkers. So the gallery is like this screen type thingy, and it
Which is
has like
super cool.
sensors in it. Yeah. And it has like sensors in it and then a projector, and then you just like shoot at the screen and
It interacts, right? So it's
Yeah.
like this Christmas one you did. What was the theme in that one?
Christmas.
Well, I know, but like what was in it?
So the things that you would shoot is the ornaments, and
Okay.
they're on like shelves, and it's super cute. And you'd have to shoot either red or blue ornaments,
Okay,
depending on the color of blaster you had. And then for the gallery, or not the gallery, for the bunkers, they're like inflatable thingies that are like kind of giant, and you can like hide behind them and stuff.
Capture the
And,
flag, things like that,
So
right?
you can do capture the flag, protect the president, last man standing, freeze tag, glow in the dark. Glow in the dark.
It's very cool.
Has,
And make
like-
sure you wear a mask.
Oh yeah, you always
Yeah.
have to wear your mask.
Yeah.
But they are frequently cleaned by this one
Yep.
right here.
I didn't wear a mask because the first time I played Jelly Ball, it was me, your mom, your dad, Chris, and I couldn't see. It was kind of dark outside, so I was wearing the mask that had like sunglass on it. It was like a shaded tint, and I got really. If anybody knows me, they know I played rugby. I'm very competitive, so I really got into it. I got the blasters, totally Charlie's Angel style ready. It was Keisha and I against Chris and Alan. I got really competitive, and then I got shot in the eyeball. So I'm fine. If anybody was wondering. All right. But I am the reason why we wear the eye protection for Jelly Ball. But I'll put Jelly Ball in the show notes so people can go and find it and reach out if you're in the area, which is great. Okay. What is a book that you've read multiple times that you think somebody listening should read?
I haven't read a book multiple times besides Dork Diaries.
You've never read a book multiple times?
Uh-uh.
That's so strange of you, I feel.
I don't really read that much.
Really? Okay, what's Dork Diaries?
So Dork Diaries is like the series of books, and it's like this diary of a girl. I think her name is Nikki. It's this diary of a teenage girl and all her problems, and like a little sister, and how her little sister is annoying, and
That's tracks.
how her mom can annoy her. And this girl named Becky.
Mm.
Don't like Becky. She's annoying and rude. She's a bully. This guy that she likes, her story.
So it's pretty relatable to your age.
Actually, yeah.
Very relatable. All right. Do you remember the author? I'll put it in the show notes.
I don't.
All right. Well, we'll put it in the show notes. I'll figure it out. We'll find it.
So the one I've read multiple times was, what was it? Oh goodness, I forgot it. I think it's the fourth one. Oh wait, no, it's either the third one or third and a half.
Okay. Cool. I'll put it in the show notes.
And then I have read, so if you know what anime is, so anime, you can also read anime. And, so most of y'all have probably heard of Naruto. That's an anime. So all of that. Just saying they're not all the same genre. So if you've watched Naruto, you shouldn't say you hate anime because not all anime is the same. They have like a ton of different genres. So yeah. You have to watch like genres like that you like before you can say you don't like anime. Because you're allowed to say you don't like anime, just not before watching a ton of different genres to see if you like any of them.
All right. That's a fun fact.
But I've read Spy Family. I've read the first one and the second one. I just finished the second one. And I'm kind of mad because that was what I did in my free time. And now I don't.
So you got to pick another book.
I have Percy Jackson. I'll read Percy Jackson.
Percy Jackson. We're back on Percy Jackson. Don't say anything more because Disney Plus hasn't officially sponsored the podcast yet. So we don't want to advertise anymore. Percy Jackson.
Well,
For PJ.
technically, it's Rick Riordan. So.
Okay.
He's the author.
All right, Rick Riordan. He hasn't sponsored the podcast either. So we're just going to use acronyms here. Okay. To wrap up, is there anything else on your heart? Christmas, holiday, any messaging that's not shout out to your friends, but because you had so many friends shout it out on the Brittany Wheeler show. I don't know. Anything else?
Can sponsor us.
They can sponsor. I'm just kidding. They can.
Hey, friends.
There's not a big enough spot to sponsor, but I will be happy for them to like, subscribe, and ring the bell on the YouTube. Because everybody that is your age has YouTube for the most part. It's very trendy. Okay, yeah. What's the last tidbit message?
Merry Christmas. Happy birthday. Happy Hanukkah. Happy Kwanzaa. Happy Merry everything. The Grinch is not a bad guy. He is amazing.
He is amazing. Ooh, dinner with myself. I can't cancel it again. So good. So good. Okay. Well, you guys, thank you so much for joining us for this Christmas episode, this beautiful holiday episode. Danica, did you have a good time?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You got to eat cookies and drink hot chocolate
Mm-hmm.
in your mom's office that has been doubled as at our Christmas corner. That's what we're going to call it. Keisha's quiche and in our Christmas corner. All the C's and all the K's. Okay. I think that's it. Merry Christmas, you guys. I hope that the next couple of days are jolly and bright. And like Danica said, if you are someone that doesn't have family or just life circumstances that you are maybe not celebrating in the way that you'd like to, just know that we're thinking about you, we're praying for you, and that I hope that you can see the light at the end of the tunnel. And yeah, if you have family to celebrate, do all the traditions, all the things. As always, follow us on all the social media platforms that we're on. Share this fun episode. I know Danica will be sharing it with her friends. Share it with your kids and all the people who need to hear it. And as always, do good things. Make me proud. And we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.